Okay, so good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning from Kagoshima, Japan. I'm Mikiko from Tabi Travel Kagoshima and moderator today. Tabi Travel Kagoshima is a local travel operator and provides various services for international tourists who visit Kagoshima. We also broadcast live streaming for featuring this and that in this area. This live streaming is brought as a project of Melinda's Discovery virtual stay-in at KagoshimaHotels with the support of Tourism Division of Kagoshima City Office. On this project, Melinda stays at various kinds of hotels in the city and introduces unique traits of each hotel with having an interview with the owner. Last night, she stayed at Green Guest House located in Kagoshima City. What did she find this time? So let's get started and pass the mic to Melinda and the owner, Mr. Ikeda. So, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
We're good.
I'm fine.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So, good morning and welcome to Melinda's Discovery. So, last night I stayed at Green Guest House, and to be honest, it was my first time to ever stay in a guest house. So, it was quite an experience for me. I would like to welcome Mr. Ikeda, the owner of the guest house, and so I have a few questions for him. First of all, I think location is always really important when you choose somewhere to stay. So I was wondering if he could tell us a little bit about the location.
もう答えちゃって大丈夫ですか？
お願いします。
日本語で失礼します。こちらは屋久島行きフェリー乗り場のすぐ近くになってまして、普通線までは徒歩7分程度。で、トッピーロケット、高速船までは徒歩3分程度のロケーションになってます。
Okay, so the first thing he said is it's very, very close to the ferry and the jet foil that runs to Yakushima and Tanegashima. So by foot to walk to the terminal, how long would it take?
3 minutes by walk.
3?
3 minutes.
So it's about 3 minutes walking from here, and it's a very, very popular, Yakushima is a very popular place amongst tourists to go hiking. So it's only a 3-minute walk. If you have an early morning boat ride, it would be very convenient to be only 3 minutes away. Okay, so also, how would we get here on public transportation?
Public transportation.
だから市電から、
最寄りですね。一番近い最寄りの伊豆路通りという電停からは、徒歩6分程度で着くようになってます。
Okay, so Kagoshima has streetcars, and you would get off at Izuro Dori stop, and then walking how long?
6 minutes.
And so walking about 6 minutes. So it's kind of almost between the tram stop and the terminal that you would need to get on to go to Yakushima. Okay, so I was also wondering how, when he started the guest house.
10年前ですね。2010年の10月にオープンしました。で、今11年目を迎えてます。
Okay, so he opened it in 2010 in October, so he's starting the 11th year of the guest house. So what kind of guests do you have?
コロナの前は、バックパッカー、日本だけじゃなく世界から来てたんですけれども、それ以外では島に住んでいる屋久島とかトカラ列島とかいろいろな島があるんですが、そこに在住の方たちもこちらに病院の用事とか、市内でしかこなせない用事のためにいらっしゃるときに使っていただいてたりします。
Okay, so he's saying before the coronavirus, he had a lot of backpackers staying here, but also Kagoshima Prefecture is made up with many islands. And so sometimes people living on those islands would come to Kagoshima to go to the hospital. And so those people would also stay here as well. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about the rooms? There are so many different rooms that you can choose from here.
もともと都市部にあって、そんなにスペースには余裕がある施設じゃないので、それぞれ狭い部屋の中で、ちょっとどれだけ快適に過ごせるかっていうのを工夫しながら、このよう
There's
になり
not
ま
a lot of space, so the rooms are small, and
す。なので、ちょっとベッドを変えてみたりとか、バルコニーをいじってみたりとかしながら、ちょっと快適度を上げています。
Okay, so there's beds, but also he's using the space on the balconies as well. So let's see. Could you tell us about the kitchen on the third floor?
はい、キッチンは、宿泊の方が誰でも使えるように自由に24時間開放しています。調理に必要な調味料や調理器具は一通り揃っています。で、調味料はなるべく添加物のないものを選んでいます。で、皆さんいろいろな価値観の方がいらっしゃるので、たまに宗教上の理由とかビーガンの方とかそういう方たちが鹿児島市内でなかなか肉の入っていない料理を手に入れるときとか自炊される方が結構多いです。
Okay, I don't know if I can remember all of that. Okay, so the kitchen on the third floor, it's open 24 hours and anybody can use it. What was it? The kitchen is fully stocked. It has everything that you need to prepare meals. What else did you say?
No additive. 化学調味料とか、ケミカル、ノーケミカルを目指しています。調味料に。
Okay, so there's no chemicals being used. Okay, too much to remember. So, do a lot of people staying here, do they use the kitchen?
そうですね。多くの方が、利用してます。長期滞在者の方とかが特に毎日のように自炊したりして、それで生活されています。
Okay, so some people do use the kitchen to cook their meals every day. So, do you have many long-term stays?
そうですね。1週間割引と1ヶ月割引の2種類を用意していまして、通常の料金よりも安く泊まれます。で、1ヶ月、いいですか？
Okay.
はい。
I hope I can remember.
1ヶ月が最初、45,000円から、ドミトリーに滞在できまして、こちらの方に鹿児島で用事があって、しばらく滞在しなければいけない人が身一つで滞在するのに便利なようで、それで利用していただいております。
Okay, so they have different prices. They have like a one-night price, and then if you stay for a week, they have a weekly price and also a monthly price. The longer you stay, the cheaper it becomes. So 1 month you can stay, it was 45,000 yen for a 1 month stay. 全部通訳した？
全部来ますね。そんなもんです。
I have short memory. Okay, so very recently, like only a couple of days ago, there's been some renovations in the I guess the lobby, and so I'm going to take you over and show you the new bar and counter. So we're going to move everyone over here so you can all see. And okay, there we are. This has just been renovated. So what are your plans for this area?
これからはここでお酒を出したり食事を提供していけるように設備を整えましたので今後に期待していてください。よろしくお願いします。
Okay, so you can order some drinks here. There's different alcohols. I asked yesterday, you can start drinking from 10 o'clock in the morning. But the food menu, when will the food menu start?
ちょっとまだ今考えている途中です。お楽しみに。
Okay, so they're still thinking of the food menu, but soon?
soon. 多分今月の終わりには、4月からもう大丈夫
So
です。
maybe within a few weeks, you can also order light meals here as well. Okay, so yeah, this has just been renovated. So we're going to move you back. Actually, this room that we're in, it's kind of like a community space. And there's lots of nice things in the room for people to do things. There's the TV, games, there's lots of books if you want to read books, maps of the world. It's a really nice community space here for people to use. So I do have another question. Can you tell us what is on the roof? What are your plans for the roof garden?
はい、屋上も今回リノベーションを済ませまして、今までなかった洗面の方がつきましたので、これからキッチン、ちょっと簡単なキッチンがついたので、それも4月から屋上でバーベキュー、ベランピングバーベキュープランということで、屋上で手ぶらでバーベキューがしに来れたりとか、貸し切りができるレンタルスペースができたりとか、そういった施設を作ろうとしています。
Okay, so on the roof, they've made like a garden, and it can be used to have a barbecue. And there's going to be a small kitchen, there's going to be tables, and maybe you've heard the word glamping. So this has been called veranda. Veranding. A play on words. And also the barbecue that will also start soon, within a few weeks. You can have a barbecue on the rooftop. And I went up yesterday. The rooftop, it's really, really nice. And we can also see Mount Sakurajima in the distance. It's a really nice area. So is the barbecue only for people who are staying here?
今まではこの施設の屋上というのは宿泊者の方だけしか使えないスペースだったんですけれども、これからは鹿児島にお住まいの皆様も広く使っていただけるような形で今整備を整えています。
Okay. So, well, right now, the roof garden and the barbecue, it's only for the guests staying here, but soon in the future, they're going to open it up to anyone living in Kagoshima. So you can, I guess, make a reservation.
そうですね。
Make a reservation, and anyone can use the roof garden. So for the barbecue, would we bring our own food, or?
もし自分で持ってきた、全部自分たちで持ってきたいよっていう人がいたら、それもできますし、その場合にはスペースレンタルということで、スペースを全部を使っていただきます。で、その場合にも、こちらの方で火起こしの方はさせていただきますので、で、それ以外でも、それがワンパターン。で、それ以外にも、
Okay, so the first pattern is you can rent the space and bring your own food, and he will just start the barbecue for you. So that's the first thing. You can rent the space and prepare your own food yourself. The second pattern.
で、二つ目のパターンがもう全部もうめんどくさいから手ぶらで行ってバーベキューだけしたいわっていう人たちのために手ぶらでバーベキュープランということで一人当たりコース料金が設定されてるんですけれども、それプラスドリンク代という形でもう手ぶらで全てこちらから火起こしから何からお膳立てさせていただくようなコースもご用意しています。
Okay, so the second pattern is you can just leave it all up to him to do it for you, and you pay a certain amount of money for the food, and then the drinks would be separate. So you can choose if you would prefer to prepare everything yourself or have it prepared for you. So, is there anything else? Did I talk about all the floors? Maybe?
他の屋上以外でもですか？
Yeah.
Maybe.
maybe I covered everything. I hope so. So, anyways, last night, after I checked in, I took a lot of videos. So let's watch those videos. And are you there, Mikiko?
Yes, I'm here. So there is a video is prepared. So let's enjoy the video together.
Let's watch.
The first thing that I noticed when I came in here, this is the front counter, is that everything's written in English, which is really, really nice. They have a lot of foreign tourists come here. So everything here, it's written in English and it's written in English. Now on the counter, there is bicycle rental, okay? And it says for 5 hours, you can rent a bicycle. It's only 500 yen, and all you do is put your money in this little box. Then there's a nice counter here, and there is also a guest book. And if you take a quick look through it, people from everywhere have been staying here and saying how much they have enjoyed. This place is full of peace and magic, and there's some really wonderful comments written in here. You know, enjoyed it very much, great place to stay, had a lovely stay, especially enjoyed the rooftop. So, and this person was from Germany. So like really people from everywhere have stayed here. This person was on a bike trip. They stayed here for 2 nights. They were from Sapporo, and they said it was delightful. So there's some great comments in the guest book. And then I thought this was really interesting. All of these pamphlets here are for other guest houses within Japan. So there's a little map of Japan. It tells you where the area, and these are all pamphlets for guest houses in Japan. So I guess people who stay at guest houses will probably stay at another guest house. So this is helping you to find your next stay. Free and donation box. So I guess while you're traveling and you find that there's something that you don't need anymore, you put it in the box. And you can also look in here and think, hey, I could use that and take it for free. So this is a really nice idea. And then if we walk over, okay, we have like a sitting area on the one side, okay, that you can use. And I was just talking to the owner. He said that they have just finished renovating this beautiful counter. They've made it a little bit wider, and they have a small bar here. And so I asked, what time does the bar open? He said 10 o'clock in the morning, so you can start drinking really early if you want to. And then they have this really nice community space. So we'll just take off my shoes, we'll go inside. So there's a place to sit. I think this is a great idea. They have like computers set up here. If you want to check your email or whatever, some maps of the country. There is quite a selection of books and novels and research and maps. There's actually a lot of books here. Games, if you want to play games. And then he said that there are people who smoke, and he kind of felt sorry for them standing outside if it was raining or cold or anything. So there's a smoking room. So if you are a smoker, there is a space for you to go. I'm just at the front entrance of the guest house. And a couple things that I think are really great is, first of all, the door automatically locks at 9 o'clock at night. So they give you a security code, and you punch in the security code, and that unlocks the door for you to get in. So it's very, very safe. And then here, they have the airport bus terminal schedule, as well as the ferry schedule. time schedule to Yakushima and Tanegashima. And also they have this really nice touch here. This is where the Green Guest House is, and it shows all of the eating, shopping places that are within walking distance. So that's very convenient if you're staying here. A lot of people stay here when they are going to Yakushima. You have to take the jet foil there, and it's a World Heritage Site, and it's very, very popular for hiking, and you can see beautiful nature and very old cedar trees. So it's a very good place if you are catching an early jet foil down to Yakushima. You can walk to the ferry terminal in like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So it's a good place to stay. So I just checked into the guest house and I was presented with clean sheets. So I've never stayed in a guest house before. This is my first time. When I came up onto the second floor, I saw this on the wall saying how to put on the sheets. This is a good idea, especially if you have never slept on a futon before. And I also think it's really nice that it's all written in English. Okay, so tonight, this is our room. Let's check it out. Really, I'm looking forward to seeing what it is. I've never stayed in a guest house. So, okay, so we have a nice tatami mat room, and so we're sleeping on futons tonight. Here are our clean sheets. At the end of your stay, they ask you to take the sheets off and put them into a big linen laundry basket at the bottom of the stairs. So what's really nice is they've used the space on the balcony very wisely, I think. They've made it into a very tiny little garden. So you have your own little garden here. It's a rock garden, some flowers, you've got some slippers to put on so you don't get your feet dirty. I think that's a really nice added touch. So I'm on the second floor, and this is where the private rooms are. This is where I'm staying tonight, but I just thought that I would introduce you to one more room. This is beside us. This is a single room. So if we come inside, okay, it's just a single bed here, and there's a rather, there we go, the door's heavy. There's a nice balcony outside here. So there's just a little bench to sit on, a little tiny table. But what the great thing is, from here, if you look across the street, there is the sushi restaurant, gyudon restaurant, and the 7-Eleven. So that's right across the street. So if you're hungry, you've got somewhere to go. So this is a guest house. We have a shared toilet here. It's all very clean. And then a little bit further down the hallway, okay, we have a sink. Again, this is shared. On the second floor, there are 4 private rooms. I was very lucky to have one of the private rooms tonight. So I guess there would be anywhere between 4 and 8 people staying on this floor, sharing these, the bathrooms and the sink here. And there is also a small fridge if you want to keep anything cold in the fridge. And this is a nice note. It says, please write your name and date on it so that you know who owns what. I think that's a good idea. Okay, so this is the 3rd floor. And on the 3rd floor, we have a very big fridge for your own personal use. And then there's a very big kitchen here, and it's very well stocked. I took a quick look, and there's a lot of things in here for you to use for cooking. I asked the owner, do a lot of people cook? And he said yes, a lot of people do cook when they stay here. So if you cook something, there is a little dining room table. There's also a couple of stools. This is nice. It's a message board. So if the girls are, traveling with some guys and, you can't go into the boys' room, you can just write a little message here saying, meet you at 7 o'clock. So there's a little message board, which is, I think, a really nice touch. Also, there is free coffee and free shochu. This is the Kagoshima local spirit. So bento is actually from Amami-Oshima. So you have those choices here. So I'm on the 4th floor, and as you come up the steps, there is another toilet up here. Okay, there is a bathroom here, and there is a vending machine. So if you want, it's a lot of beer and coffee and water. Anyways, on the 4th floor, the rooms are separated into the men's room and the women's room. So there are men in the room today, so we can't see it. But there's no one in the women's room, so we're just going to take a little peek inside. So keep in mind, this is a guest house. So we have all of these bunk beds. And every bunk bed has its own little curtain, so you kind of have your own sleeping space. So, if you're traveling, with a friend, a boyfriend or girlfriend who is not actually your partner, there's a mixed dormitory. So this is for men and women. And the concept of this room, if you have ever heard, is like a capsule hotel, and it's basically just a futon that you slide out, and then you have your little curtain to close the space. And this is, remember, this is mixed room, so you've got men and women in this room together. So again, this is the 3rd floor. There is another toilet on this room for you to use. And if we come in here, there's a laundry room. It's 100 yen. There's also laundry detergent for you to use. That is free of charge. There are 2 showers here. Just a minute, we'll just go in and look. Okay, it's not a bath, it's only a shower. And the shampoo that they're using is organic. So you've got organic shampoo. This is on the stairwell from the 2nd to the 3rd floor. And I think they've made a really great use of the space. There are all of these guidebooks, not just Japan, but really there's Australia, Ireland, there's all different kinds of guidebooks. So, travelers tend to travel to many places, so you can use any of these and look around at any of these guidebooks. And then, if you just come up to the top of the stairs, at the top of the 2nd floor stairwell and at the top of the 3rd floor stairwell, they have these little lockers. So you can put any of your personal things in here, put in your number and close and lock your personal items in here for the day. So I think this is a really good idea, especially if you're in a guest house and you have any, valuables, you can keep them safe in the lockers that are provided for you. I'm on the rooftop of the guest house, and I think the owner has really gone to all extremes to make this a really interesting place for people. So the rooftop, it's night now, so we can't see, but Sakurajima is just over here. And Sakurajima is an active volcano, which is kind of like the symbol of Kagoshima. So on the rooftop, we have some tables, chairs. I think this would be a wonderful place just to, enjoy a coffee in the morning or a drink in the afternoon. And his idea is to have barbecue parties up here. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful space. Maybe by the end of the month, the end of March 2021, in case you're watching this in the future sometime, you will be able to hold barbecue parties here. You have two choices. You can buy your own meat and vegetables and do it yourself, or you can just ask him to arrange it for you. It's 3,500 yen for him to do that for you, and you can just come here and sit and eat and drink and enjoy this really wonderful space.
That was very good video, and we can learn a lot of things about this place.
Yes, there was really so much filming last night.
Yeah, and we have one question, and that is, yes, do you have any unique information in that hotel? Unique information, because there is many information related to the traveling. But are there any very unique information about the city of Kagoshima or
unique information about the city of Kagoshima, or unique information about the guest house?
About Kagoshima city.
Unique information about Kagoshima city.
Yeah, because the person get to know there is some interesting list of hot spring. So yeah, many international visitors have some tattoos, right? But you have some list for such people who can enjoy hot spring.
People who have tattoos going to hot springs. Is there a hot spring near here?
温泉がやっぱ多いので、温泉を目的で来る外国人の方とか、日本人の方も多いんですけれども、やっぱりタトゥー持ってる方が行ける、タトゥーが OK な温泉のインフォメーションもいくつか用意してますので、安心していらしていただければと思います。限られますけれども、いくつかご紹介できますので。
So he said that he has prepared a list of hot springs that will allow people with tattoos to go in. So don't worry about it. He has prepared a list for those people.
Oh, that is very useful list.
Yes.
Yeah. I think you can sell the list to the many hotels. Many people love to have it, right?
Yeah, but I think that more and more hot springs are allowing people with tattoos. It's becoming more common, I think, now than before. Yes.
I think so. Yeah, it's a kind of fashion, right? So people enjoy the fashion with the tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yes. Okay, thank you. So I think the time is already come to wrap up. But before that, I really want to know what is the next of this project.
So, yes, please look forward again for another Melinda's Discovery. I'm going to the south end of the city to see a samurai house that has been made into a residence and gardens. And I am going there for dinner. So please look forward to my next Melinda's Discovery next week.
Wow, that sounds very fascinating. Samurai house. So we have to take a look, right?
Yes. Yeah. I always enjoy delicious food. So.
Oh yeah, the food is so important.
Yes.
The stomach is very, very good judge to, decide where you are going to stay. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Okay. So thank you, Melinda, and thank you, Mr. Ikeda.
And thank you for joining us. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Do you have any message to the people who watch this program?
Any messages? Come on.
Yeah, very simple. Come on.
Come on and be curious.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very
See you
much,
someday.
everyone. Yeah, see you next time. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Goodbye.